Throughout the Paleolithic, the spaces known as capping areas or workshops are abundant. These places works as catchment and intensive knapping places as the main activity. Thousands of knapping remains are recorded here, finished tools, preforms, hammerstones, supports and test cores, recycled or reconfigured pieces etc. At a chronological level, these sites present a dominance of hand axes with dates below 200,000 years, and Mousterian tools in a wide chronological range that goes from MIS5 to MIS3. Our hypothesis is that the camping areas are spaces where individuals participate with different skill technical and technological levels with the aim to use this abundant raw material places as training and learning locations. At a methodological level, we combine different qualitative and quantitative procedures. However, we will focus on the analysis of the technotypes obtained through experimental stone knapping. Technotypes are specific product types that can be reproduced experimentally and have a clear correlation with specific reduction processes and skill levels. In our studies on learning in the past, we start from the premise that experts also fail. Thus, our work discriminates types of errors and solutions, depending on skill levels. For this, we differentiate between novices, apprentices, advanced apprentices, and experts in stone knapping. The collection of specific technotypes to be used in learning studies has led to the creation of a wide repository. We present an example of a technotype. In this case, it is a transverse fracture in a bifacial reduction. In the repository, we store the experimental type. In addition, we make the photographs and an explanatory illustration. Traditionally, mistakes and errors have been associated with low skill abilities. However, it is important to know that all knappers fail. Some mistakes are solved. Some mistakes accumulate, irreversible. Some errors don't imply low skill. Here we present an example where the insistence on percussion produces crushed areas. Crushed areas imply limited skills? No. The intensive percussion on a specific point in a phase of obtaining large flakes could be an indication of high skill. In materials where the insistence on percussion produces scattered points, it indicates low skill. It is striking to fail a lot in a phase where you must obtain predetermined products. An experimental example of an overshot flake in bifacial reductions, initial stages. The expert napper strikes from the opposite side and removes the percussion cone located on a natural surface of the blank and at the same time corrects the asymmetry in the profile of the preform. If the overshot flakes modify the support morphology dramatically and require a complete reconfiguration, it is possible that they are produced by novice or apprentice nappers. When mistakes such as this one occur in the initial stages, and there are other indications of high abilities, we are dealing with skilled nappers. However, when the reflected flake are produced in the advanced stages in Mousterian core, the napper has no technical skill. Moreover, the final forms also indicate the skills and technical limitations of the nappers. In conclusion, the lithic knapping technotypes are products that help to know who is behind the tools that we find in the Paleolithic sites.